What up, Dokoners? I know a lot of you guys are eagerly waiting for the arrival of the Part EX, which means those Super Saiyan 4 EZAs can finally be yours. You can get started on the 1000 EZA raid. There's so much that people want to do just from that little part, but we are eagerly just waiting to see if we get any sort of news. It's got to be dropping in like the next couple of days. We got to be getting some sort of a news break or video or something to that effect in the next day or so. In this video, we're going to be looking ahead past the 7-year anniversary and more into the Dokkan Festival celebration that follows. Now, this is not going to be a stone count video. This is simply just something to get you ready for upcoming content that you might potentially not want to be summoning on and just simply doing the events for. So with that said, let's jump in. Actually, before we do that though, I do want to mention one little thing here. This is basically an approximation of what I think is going to be happening over the next couple of days for the 7-year anniversary. Don't hold this against me if it's wrong. This is just an approximation. But based on how things played out on JP during their 7-year anniversary, I would imagine it would probably play out the same way. So for Global, as you guys know, it started on the 31st of July / August 1st, right? And given that, the EX part started 6 days after Part 3 started on JP. So that being said, the 22nd of February, 28th of February, that is in fact 6 days. So if we were to add 6 days to this, August or July 31st becomes August 6th / August 7th. What the heck? So that is going to be when potentially Part EX will begin. What does that mean? That means we should be getting some sort of an announcement tonight, perhaps tomorrow. There's got to be something either in-game or maybe a Dokkan Twitter video or something like that, because we have to be getting some sort of word soon. This is just a very weird situation. So moving on now, the JP Ginyu Dokkan Festival. If you guys don't know, this was the first celebration that dropped on JP after the 7-year anniversary, which is this guy right here. JP Dokkan Festival started 2 days after Part EX started. So as I've mentioned before, Part EX is basically the extension of Part 3 as it sort of spills out into the next Dokkan Festival celebration, which is why there's going to be some major overlap. So if it is a 2-day difference between the start of Part EX and the start of Part Ginyu, then that means that if we were to translate that over here, 2 days after this would mean this. So Gigarad, announcing the new nickname, folks. Gigarad will be arriving on Global August 8th / 9th, depending on wherever you are. So that is what I think is probably going to be the timeline for Global in the next couple of days. We'll have to wait and see if I end up being right or wrong. Spoiler alert, I'll most likely be wrong, but you know what? You never know, right? So, you know, as much as we like to meme the boy Gigarad, try not to summon. I'm not going to say too much more on this because the anti-Raditz propaganda has already been established. This is not going to be about that. Now let's actually take a look at the campaign details for the Raditz celebration. Now, as you guys know, this is going to be an abbreviated celebration for 2 reasons. Number 1, this is the bridge celebration between the 7-year and the worldwide download. So there's not going to be a Part 2. And since this is also happening in conjunction with the 7 years Part EX, there's going to be a little bit of overlap and there's going to be some spillage over from that side. So whatever content you have here, it's going to be supplemented by what you get over there. So if it seems like this is going to be a barren celebration, that's because it kind of is. But at the same time, you're going to be very occupied with the 7-year extra stuff. So looking real quickly here, we got the Docon Festival banner. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I don't want to be bashing Raditz again and again and again. I do want to point out though, Dokkan Wiki might be taking an L here because take a look at the featured list. What is going on here? Is this actually what happened on JP? JP players, please let me know. You've got the 2 headliners. You've got the featured units, which by the way, I believe Trunks will probably be making his return on Global on this banner. But that being said, normally the featured list is the first 2 rows. You've got a whole second 2 rows here. Why? Is that actually how it looks? There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. This has got to be a mistake. JP players, please let me know. I don't pay attention to the JP banners. Why does it look like this? I don't know. You guys got to tell me. This might be the first time in Dokkan history that the banner unit is actually more coveted than the Dokkan Festival, which we will get a little more into in another video. Moving on now, probably the most hype portion of the Raditz celebration is going to be the Turles EZA. This is something that a lot of people were eagerly waiting for, perhaps even praying for this unit to get an EZA before the 7-year anniversary started. People were kind of praying that this would be shoved into that trap banner, the LR Goku Piccolo that we got before 7-year. They were hoping that this would drop along with it, but it didn't. It will be dropping soon though. This unit is one of the best units in the game post EZA, given all it's capable of. Movie boss. Oh, actually, wait, that's the wrong one. Yep. Here we go. King of movie bosses now. Temporarily can stack attack and defense, which was one of the major weaknesses for the unit. It had no backbone. It had no defense. It had good support offensively, but defensively not so much. So now it can temporarily raise attack and defense. better chance to stun in its pre-transform and post-transformation state. Also, this guy now has a solid passive with an ability to provide support key +3 attack and defense plus 40%, but the defense portion only comes when facing super class. So this guy is very, very good. He gets even better when he transforms, but he becomes more of a solitary fighter when he transforms. So it's a nice change of pace. And then obviously you would change back after 3 turns. So this guy's going to be a very fun unit for everybody to ready up. If you have the unit, great. If you don't, eventually you'll get him, but those 33 stones are definitely going to be hype as well. Moving on now, I think that's pretty much it. There's like a couple more things left. Not too much stuff. We've got the Prime Battle Vegeta campaign. Yeah, and then we've also got the Super Strike event renewal here. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about the unit itself, but if you guys are new, Prime Battle EZAs do take a lot of time if you are new to the game, because you have to basically farm out and rainbow all of these guys, which can all be obtained through various other means. So you got to do the homework for those. Once you do, you can actually gain the access to the event where you can actually awaken this guy. One of my favorite units in the game, simply based on the card art. I really, really hope he actually ends up being good. I've seen his passive post EZA. He is now the king of pure Saiyans free to play, but his overall build doesn't look too promising. I'm really hoping that I'm wrong. I'm going to reserve judgment though until I actually see him in action. So this guy's going to be receiving his EZA, hopefully. And we've also got the Kid Vegeta. I know people don't really care too much about the Super Strikes. They haven't really been proven to be all that much, but this guy actually has the potential to do some pretty crazy numbers here. Take a look here. Attack and defense plus 100 when performing a super attack. Attack and defense plus 20 with each attack performed up to another 100. Attack plus 20% with each super attack performed up to 100. So right there, you've got 300s. And then you've got defense plus 50. Defense plus 50 when in the presence of youth gifted warriors. Can potentially launch multiple supers with 3 or more key spheres obtained. This guy can actually put up some decent numbers, which is not that bad. So maybe the super strikes are headed in the right direction. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So those are pretty much it for the Raditz celebration. But like I said, also pets on. Like I said, this is going to be a very short celebration that bridges the gap between 2 of the most hyped celebrations of all time. So if you are right now considering spending on 7-year stuff, I would urge that you wait until we at least learn more about Part EX, or perhaps wait until we find out what the worldwide download is going to be, because basically 2 weeks after this, the worldwide will begin. And if you're wondering why there's so little here, it's because we're also going to be having the Super Saiyan 4 EZAs and the 1000 EZA raid all happening at the same time alongside the Raditz Dokkan Fest. However, be careful, because during this duration right here, this 1 week period during Part EX, that is as long as you have, that is the time duration that you have to actually do the Super Saiyan 4 EZA stage. So if you guys are trying to do the 1000 EZA first, just remember to get this done before that, because it might go away. Also, we have to wait for the global first event. I don't know if that's going to be extending the Part EX duration. I would imagine it doesn't, but if it does, that could potentially give you more time to do this. So that is pretty much an outlook on what is to come for the Raditz Dokkan Festival celebration, the Giga Rad. I would advise that you don't summon, but you know, the choice is up to you. And let's just see in the next couple of days if we if we actually get news on Part EX or Giga Rad himself. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below and let me know in the comments, are you looking forward to the Giga Rad Dokkan Festival? Also, do you have another nickname for Giga Rad? I know people say Badits or Trash It's, but I'm not going to say that because, first of all, that's mean. Secondly, I almost said a bad word. And third, Giga Rad just sounds cooler. You know, it's a euphemism. Let me know what you guys think about all the situations going on global right now in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.